former Premier League player and he is the former Fulham manager. He has twice been promoted to the Premier League from the Championship, and he has a 54% win percentage at Bournemouth. That is very likely to go down in the Premier League with them this season. Now, it is known that he has very good man management. For instance, he convinced Billing to stay when he really wanted to leave. So when Scott Parker first came to the club, Billing really wanted to leave, but Scott Parker just sat him down, explained his plans, told Billing he would be a key player, and Billing was great for Bournemouth last season, and that really shows what Scott Parker can do. Now, how do Bournemouth play? Well, they play with a 4-3-3, which kind of looks like a 4-2-3-1 in attack, and a 4-4-2 in defence. Now, in the Premier League, it is expected that they would be more cautious, playing with a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3. In the image on the screen, you can see that I've set up their starting 11, and that is Travers in goal, and underneath you can see their Premier League price. They have Smith in right back for 4.5, Travers in goal 4.5, Phillips is 4, Kelly 4.5, Zamora 4.5, Cook 5, Lerma 5, Christie 5.5, Billing 5.5, Anthony 5.5, and Solanke 6. So this is how Bournemouth line up. A 4-3-3, which kind of looks like a 4-2-3-1 due to Billing's advanced position. He's very close to the striker. And when they're trying to play out from the back, Parker will want to play expressive football. He wants to play out from the back. He wants to keep possession, dominate the game. So Travers will play the ball to the centre back. We'll try and advance with the ball up the pitch. Lerma and the other midfielders, Billing, Solanke in the forward line, Anthony, Christie, they'll all try and make runs to either create space for Phillips to run with the ball or to get the ball between the lines, just like that. Parker wants them to be direct, so when they're counter-attacking, he wants them to make decisive runs. So let's say Manchester City were attacking here. Cook wins the ball. What Scott Parker wants his team to do is to be very direct. So Solanke, Billing, Anthony, they'll all start making very decisive runs to draw the players in with them and create more space on the other side for Christie or just for Cook or Lerma or whoever has the ball just to run into. So let's say Lerma has the ball, he has space to run into because Solanke, Anthony, Billing, they're all running into the area right on this side of the pitch, leaving space on this side of the pitch for them to run into. So when Bournemouth are defending, they pick up a 4-4-2 shape. The reason for this is because they want to be very tight at the back. They want to leave less space in between the lines. Now, the Bournemouth players don't really press here. What they do is, as soon as the players come into their area, that's when they lightly apply the pressure. They don't want to do it on the opposition's area because that's where they have the numerical advantage. Bournemouth want to have it. Here, if they press here, Man City have it. And they leave space in behind for the players to run into, and it's easier to break Bournemouth down. They want to be tight, and that's why they stay back and don't apply pressure until the team that is attacking advances into the right position. Now let's go into an offensive scenario. Christie has the ball on the right flank. Lerma will make the overlapping run. Notice how Smith stays back. He does not make the overlapping run, and he can either pass it here depending on what the defender does, or pass it into the box. Now on the other side, Zamora is the more offensive one. He actually helps out an attack and makes the overlapping runs himself. Solanke obviously in the box, Cook staying back a little bit to defend, and Phillips and Kelly are in defense here. So he can either cut inside and take the shot on himself or pass it to Zamora. And now what this shows us is the fact that Zamora, he is a lot more offensive than Smith. So if you're going to pick one of the fullbacks, it probably has to be Zamora. Billing, again, with his advanced position, he basically plays very close to the striker. So if you're ever going to go for a midfielder from them, it's probably going to have to be Billing or Anthony, in my opinion, but you can decide for yourself. And now, if they lose the ball in this position, they'll lightly apply pressure, while the surrounding players will try and block off and mark the possible recipients of a pass, while other players just track back and try and get into position so that they're not easy to break down. What this does is this slows play down for Manchester City, who might just have to pass their way back to the goalkeeper. Defenders to target, well, there weren't a lot of players that interested me. Jordan Zamora, 21 years old, 4.5 million defender, scored 3 goals, got 1 assist in Championship. He played 33 games and he started 32 of those. Now Nathan Phillips, he's 24 years old, 4 million defender, 17 matches played, 17 starts after he came on loan from Liverpool. He is at Liverpool right now, but I think if he comes back to Bournemouth, this season, whether it's permanently or on loan. He is one to look at from their defence, mainly because he is a starter. Parker likes him, and he could be a good budget enabler with Neco Williams if you want to go 3 at the back and have 2 4 million defenders who are playing. That's up to you. Now, attackers to target. We have Dominic Solanke. He was obviously going to be the one we were going for. 23 years old, 6 million forward, 29 goals and 7 assists in the Championship last season in 46 games where he started every single one of those. Now that's 36 direct contributions to goal for 46 games, and that is pretty good. If he can make the step up to the Premier League, he couldn't last time. I think the highest he's ever had in the Premier League is 69 points. So that's not a lot, but his role should be a lot bigger now. He has grown as a player. He's 23 years old, more experienced. Hopefully he can step up and be that 6 million forward that we didn't expect. Now, Philip Billing, 25 years old, 5.5 million midfielder, 10 goals and 10 assists in the Championship. Like I said, Scott Parker discussed it with him, and he was immense for them. 40 matches, 37 starts. He is a key player in that side, and I do not see him being dropped. Jaden Anthony, 21 years old, 5.5 million midfielder. Maybe he can make the step up. 8 goals and 6 assists, 45 matches played, 38 starts. I mean, these guys are all key to their attack. I don't expect any of them being dropped. I don't think they're going to rotate out of the squad, even with the 5 subs. So take your pick if you want any of those guys, but I'd only be looking at Solanke if I really wanted anyone from their side. So, fixtures. Now this is going to drag you guys down. If you were interested, I think this might put you off. The fixtures: Aston Villa, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Wolves, Nottingham Forest. That's the first 6 games, and they're facing City, Arsenal, Liverpool. I mean, I don't see a lot of options here. I think we just can't go for them. It's a wait and see with Bournemouth. It also gives us time to think about Billing, Solanke and others. You know, if we have Neto, I mean, we could easily swap him for one of those 5 million, 5.5 million midfielders if we wanted to. That's just something we're going to have to monitor. I think they could honestly be in the first 4 games. I think they could have no points at all, and then Wolves and Nottingham Forest, more doable games. So yeah, not a lot of interesting things to say here. I think Bournemouth are one of the weakest sides in the league. I think they're kind of going to be this season's Norwich, and I hope they surprise me. I mean, that makes the Premier League more fun. I hope I don't offend anyone when I say this, but I just don't have high hopes for Bournemouth. I will say this though, if they become really good, they have the potential to just wow us and be really good budget enablers. I mean, if Anthony or Billing or any one of those 5.5 million guys from them does well, I mean, that is a huge opportunity for us to save some budget on other players. But I don't expect them to do anything, so it's a wait and see, guys. It's a wait and see. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Please do consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I will see you later. Goodbye.